friends, and welcome back to my channel. It is Airee here, and you're in my kitchen because we are making healthy brownies today. Yes, I have been wanting to share this recipe and do this for so long. So let's just jump into it. You can check the description box below for all the ingredients that you need. I have everything prepped to make this seamless. So the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna set the oven to 350. Okay, we want that to be preheating. Okay, so now the first thing I'm gonna do is I have some chocolate here, baking chocolate. This is by Believe. It is no sugar added, which is y'all, glorious, because it's so hard to find things that don't have added sugars. So we're going to melt down this chocolate. So I'm gonna pop it in the microwave because it needs to sit for a little bit before we add the rest of our wet ingredients. Okay, so I'm gonna do it for 30 seconds at a time. You don't want to burn your chocolate. Like that's the last thing you want to do, is to burn your chocolate. I'm so excited to have y'all in the kitchen. I finally got my setup to where it doesn't look crazy. And so what happens typically, it's like you're like, oh, it's not melting, and then you put it on like a minute and it melts too fast. So I'm gonna just do another 30 seconds. So a little bit about this chocolate. It is low carb, right? Lots of fiber because it's made 40% from cacao powder, which is excellent, right? Looks like our chocolate is nice and melted. It needs to sit for a second. So I'm gonna let this just sit on the side for 1 to 2 minutes. And now I'm gonna add all my dry ingredients to the bowl. All right, so first we're gonna add our flour. We have 3/4 cups of flour. I am using cassava flour, okay? So I wanted a healthy option on the flour. You can use all-purpose white, you can use coconut flour, you can use whatever kind of flour you want, but this is what I'm using. I'm also gonna use my cacao powder. I have another video all about Cacao Bliss. This is my favorite powder. So I'm gonna drop this in here. I have 1/2 cup of cacao powder, and I also link this below because I have a discount code that y'all can use if you wanna purchase this powder. So we're gonna drop that in. And we also need baking soda. I have 1/2 teaspoon, just regular old baking soda, y'all. I don't need to show y'all the box. It's just a yellow box. I'm gonna blend all of this together. Mix well, mix well. Now I'm gonna add my milk, okay? So I am using almond milk. This is the unsweet almond milk. So I'm trying to limit the amount of added sugars. We're gonna put sugar in here, so I don't need all the other things to have added sugars. So this is the unsweet silk almond milk. You can use whatever milk of your choice, okay? Cashew milk, hemp milk, regular old milk. So I'm gonna pop that in. That's 1/2 cup of milk. All of the measurements and all that will be in the description box for y'all to make this recipe. Baking is really hard for me, and you would think it would be easier because I am a scientist at heart. I have my bachelor's degree is in biology, and so you would think, right, that with the technical nature of baking that it would be easier for me, but no. We're adding chocolate chips. Totally optional, this step, but it makes it so creamy and chocolatey and goody and good. So I like to add these chocolate chips. I'm using the same brand, the Believe brand. I love the fact that they do not have added sugars. Absolutely love it. So this is always my go-to if I'm baking any chocolate treats. Y'all know I don't bake a lot. I don't even have a lot of baking like things. I'm using mugs and all that, but guess what? Guess what? It's still gonna get done. Okay. All right, so we have our chocolate that sat for a bit. We're gonna add 1 cup of Greek yogurt. Now, you can use like a vanilla, honey, something like that, but I just like plain old Greek yogurt because I get my sweetness from the chocolate chips, the milk chocolate, and the sugar we're about to add. So I'm using coconut sugar. You can use sugar of choice. You can use an erythritol, like a sugar substitute, but I really have been enjoying the simple, clean taste of coconut sugar. So that's what I had. And I didn't want to buy any more sugar. I just want to lick this bowl right now. Now we're gonna combine the two. I'm really trying to practice, y'all. For when I I get a cooking show? Because I'm so not good at this. So I'm like, okay, let's start with my YouTube. I cook all the time. Like being in a pandemic, I'm always in here cooking. And so all I need to do is turn on the freaking camera and cook. Whew. This is the workout, arm workout, upper body day. Luckily, I'm going to a friend's house tonight, so I don't have to eat all of this by myself. I had a baking dish sitting over already. This is an 8x8. The oven is ready. 8x8 baking dish. I had the parchment paper, I had a lid just kind of sitting in there, squishing that down. And that's Journey's treat bowl lid. So he's like, what is that? You're not getting no treats right now. He already had treats today, so he don't need that. So I'm gonna take this batter, I'm gonna drop it down in there. This looks so good. I don't know, sorry fellas, anybody watching, but ladies, y'all know when it's that time of the month. I don't know, my thing is chocolate. That's what I crave when that time comes around. Let's show Instagram that we're baking. All right, so we're gonna pop this in for 25 to 30 minutes. I like to start with 25, and if I need that extra 5, because I don't like a dry brownie, okay? We don't like that. We don't like that. And we're actually gonna do a little bit of something fun on top for my people who like crunchies, okay? So let's throw this in, and we'll be back to check. All right, y'all, so I just pulled the brownies out and making sure they're done right. Came out nice and clean. Now, I did it at 25 minutes and it did not come out clean. Like, it was still wet, like wet. So I did another 10 minutes. So it was a total of 35 minutes using the ingredients that I use. So I'm going to let this cool down and I'm going to show y'all how we're going to top this once we take them out and cut them. All right, lovelies, the brownies have cooled. It's all funny because the parchment paper was like doing that, but who cares? It's a brownie. I'm gonna make 9 brownies. All right, we got a plate, and this is totally optional, but I'm gonna take my Hershey's Simply 5, okay? Simply 5 simple ingredients. So we drizzled that like that, okay, jet like that. See, I made that air jet like that, jet like that. Then I'm gonna take some pecans. Voila, voila, friends, that is it. I'm so excited. Of course, we have to try one. Yes. Okay, let's try one. I got the one right from the center. So moist. I've outdone myself right now. These brownies will hold up at room temp. Put them in a container with a lid. They'll hold up for about 4 to 5 days. If you want them to last longer, pop them in the fridge. You can also freeze them. Okay, but when you take them out to freeze them, let them thaw on their own so you can save them. But definitely give these a try. Please comment other sweet treats y'all want to see recreated in a healthier way on the channel. And if y'all give this a try, please come back to the channel and tell us all about it. Bye, y'all. I'm going to just make love to this brownie. I'm out.